The Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser trailer gave us our first on-screen look at Owen Lars since Revenge of the Sith. He's a character most fans would probably recognize, but he's had very little screen time all things considered, so today I'll run through everything we know about his story so far to get ready for his appearance in the series. Owen Lars was the son of Cliegg Lars and his wife, a woman named Ica, who passed away when Owen was very young. After her death, Owen traveled to his father's homeworld, Tatooine, where they became moisture farmers. There he met and fell in love with a local girl named Beru Whitesun, who was part of an anti-slavery network on the planet. After the family met Shmi Skywalker, they conspired together to lure her owner, Watto, into a game of chance. Cliegg won the bet and therefore Shmi. He freed her instantly and sometime later married her. But tragedy struck again when Tusken Raiders attacked and abducted her. 30 moisture farmers went looking for her and only 4 returned. About a month after her kidnapping, Shmi's son Anakin Skywalker came looking for her. He was able to find his mother, but it was too late and she died in his arms. The Lars family held a funeral for Shmi, who had become a cherished member of their family. Cliegg died of a broken heart shortly after. Owen and Beru married to start a family of their own, but struggled to have children. 3 years after Shmi's death, immediately following the fall of the Republic and the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi came to their farm with the newborn son of Anakin Skywalker, their nephew Luke. Owen was under the impression that his stepbrother had perished during the Clone Wars, and he held Obi-Wan responsible, demanding the Jedi in hiding keep his distance from their homestead. But Kenobi still kept an eye on the whole family. When Tatooine was struck by a great drought, Jabba the Hutt declared a water tax on his territory, a tax Owen refused to pay. Young Luke snuck out one night to steal water from Jabba's thugs. Obi-Wan secretly protected the boy and delivered him safely home. Luke began to have an interest in piloting, but wrecked the family skyhopper in a dangerous maneuver. His uncle said they couldn't afford to repair the ship, but during a visit to the market, 2 Jawas mysteriously dropped off a shipment of parts they would need. Owen immediately recognized Kenobi's involvement, returned the parts, and demanded once again that the Jedi stay away from Luke, insisting Obi-Wan was the biggest danger to his nephew's safety. Owen bought Skyhopper parts himself to repair the ship with Luke, but he was attacked and kidnapped by a Wookiee bounty hunter named Black Chrysanthemum, who had been hired by Jabba to exact revenge on the farmer who had defied the water tax. Kenobi intercepted them and confronted Chrysanthemum on a large cliff. Owen was knocked off in the fight, but was saved by Luke, who had repaired the Skyhopper and caught his uncle. And that's the gist of his story up until the time of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I don't think any of those events will be relevant to the story we're going to see, but I do hope we get the time to explore Owen further than the movies ever have. In A New Hope, Uncle Owen's story purpose is basically to serve as an obstacle for Luke. Owen is a gatekeeper to the greater galaxy and a life beyond the moisture farm. In fact, earlier drafts of the film showed Owen striking Luke during their argument over the Imperial Academy. Another version stated that Luke's uncle used his education money to buy the droids R2 and 3PO. It wasn't until the 4th draft that Luke's uncle, and I'm quoting George Lucas here, isn't a son of a bitch anymore, because he gets killed. I have to make him sympathetic so you'll hate the Empire. But it's clear that in Episode 4, Uncle Owen is meant to be antagonistic towards Luke, someone he has to rid himself of before he can be truly independent. Again, those are George Lucas's words. The books and comics have given a lot more insight into Owen Lars and the kind of man he was, making him far more sympathetic. Yes, he is hard on Luke, but we see that he absolutely loves Luke as a son. Everything he does is to protect his nephew, this child that was just dropped in his lap one random evening by a stranger. Owen doesn't resent Luke, it's quite the opposite. That's the side of Owen I hope to see in the series, the man that would do anything to keep his nephew safe, even if those good intentions sometimes go too far into the realm of overprotection. And I think we will see that. The still images released by Entertainment Weekly specifically show him staring down the third sister, an Imperial Inquisitor on the hunt for Jedi and Force-sensitive children. I look forward to seeing that badass side of Owen. I think it'll give a lot of fans new understanding of him the next time they see A New Hope. I also think this series will make his and Beru's death far more heartbreaking, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that's it for today. Hopefully that taught you a little more about Owen Lars in preparation for Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all our Kenobi coverage, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.